Space Shuttle Challenger launches on a January morning in 1986. A key engineer is sure a catastrophe is coming.
We've got to stop the flight. We cannot let Challenger launch, period. This is insane.
He thinks the ship is going to explode.
And liftoff of the 25th Space Shuttle mission, and it has cleared the tower.
73 seconds later, disaster strikes. 7 astronauts die in front of their families and millions of television viewers. What really happened during that fateful flight? Was tragedy inevitable? Or could the shuttle and its crew have made it into space?
Could they have made it? That question haunts me.
Disasters don't just happen. They're a chain of critical events. Unravel the clues and count down those final seconds from disaster. North America, Florida. January 28th, 1986. 8:08 a.m. 1.5 hours to liftoff. At Kennedy Space Center, final preparations are underway for the most anticipated space mission since the glory days of the Apollo era. Thousands have descended to the Cape to watch Space Shuttle Challenger make history by sending the first citizen into space. Schoolteacher Krista McAuliffe.
Krista never thought of herself as an astronaut. She felt that she was a teacher now. She felt this way, that she could show everyone how important teachers were and get children excited about education and wanting to do the very best that they could. She said it was the best field trip ever.
Oh, it's great, I love it!
37-year-old Krista, mother of Scott and Caroline, has spent 5 months training for space. In the process, she has become a national celebrity. She knows there's a lot riding on this mission. The 25th shuttle launch will be far more than just another trip into orbit. It's designed to resurrect the entire program. After 2 decades of budget cuts and a loss of public interest, the shuttle has never made good on its promise to provide a routine bus service to space. By sending Krista into orbit, NASA hoped to restore faith in their billion-dollar baby. 8:38 a.m., 1 hour to liftoff. Krista and the 6 other astronauts kit up and prepare to board the spacecraft. Pilot Mike Smith is making his launch debut. Specialists Ron McNair, Ellison Onizuka, and Judy Resnick have flown 3 missions between them. Satellite specialist Greg Jarvis is on his first trip.
Thank you very much.
And leading the mission is Commander Dick Scobie.
As usual, it's a real pleasure to be at the Cape, to come down here and participate in something that the Cape does better than anybody in the world, and that's launching space vehicles.
To finally be the commander of a mission into space was a tremendous reward to him. He loved to dance the skies.
Dick and June were childhood sweethearts, married for 14 years. This is the second time she is watching her husband set off for space.
Good morning, Mike. We're ready today.
Charlie.
Of the 4 spacecraft in the fleet, Challenger is by far the most reliable. In the 2.5 years since its space debut, it has flown 40% of all shuttle missions, sending 51 astronauts into space on 9 trouble-free flights.
LVC, DOT6.
Go ahead.
Okay, as soon as you're ready, gotta go to close out the crew compartment hatch.
Okay, we copy.
But this mission has not been going to plan. Bad weather has delayed launch for over a week. Unseasonably cold weather has covered the pad in sheets of ice 7.5 centimeters thick and icicles over 1 meter long. No shuttle has ever launched in such freezing conditions.
They're still assessing the ice problem that we had on the structure.
Launch control decide to delay liftoff for 2 hours in the hope that most of the ice will melt. From their position in the stands, Krista's parents are worried.
Just didn't feel right at all. And my husband said, he said, you know, if I could go and take her off that thing, I would.
Good morning, Krista. Hope we go today. Good morning, hope so too.
With 30 minutes to go, Air Traffic Control clears Eastern Airlines Flight 677 to fly over the Cape en route to Tampa, Florida. Suddenly, the plane hits a strong jet stream. The pilot descends to 9,000 meters, and the turbulence stops. He spots Challenger still on the launch pad and assumes the wind must be the reason for the delay.
This is Mission Control Houston at the T-minus 9-minute mark. Flight controllers are ready to support launch.
Roger, welcome.
With only 9 minutes to lift off, Launch Control checks to make sure all of the shuttle's propulsion systems are functioning properly.
Booster go.
Challenger's 3 main engines can burn nearly 4,000 liters of fuel a second, fed from the giant 46-meter-tall external tank. But the 2 solid rocket boosters are the real powerhouses of the system.